Hi, and thank you for tuning in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. This week, we are talking about the 10 Commandments.
Right.
If you're just joining us, we encourage you to go back to yesterday and watch that through as we explain a little bit more what the 10 Commandments are, when they were given, who they were for, and how they have changed in their purpose since Jesus came on the scene.
Amen for Jesus.
Amen. However, there's still validity to talk about them,
right.
think about them, ponder them, and have them challenge ourselves in how we live our lives. And so we're going to read the second one today.
That's right. So commandment number 2, again, these commandments are in Exodus chapter 20. So Exodus chapter 20 verse 4 says this: "You must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on earth or in the sea." Now, the crazy thing about this, now again, context, Moses is on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
God is speaking to Moses. Now, he was there for
a while, 40 days.
40
right?
days.
Yeah.
But
It was a wait, but doable.
But the people that were below, and Aaron was, kind of leading the charge there, they were getting impatient.
Yeah.
And what did they decide to do? They
Take
decided
it into their own hands.
So they decided to burn up their gold and make a golden calf and say, let's make a god for ourselves and worship it.
Yeah. It's crazy because we look at that story, we see the ridiculousness of it. Now we have the beginning, the middle, and the end. We can read the whole thing through.
Yeah, we can.
We are privy to the knowledge of what was happening up on the mountain. The people didn't.
No.
It required a lot of faith, patience, trust, to believe that Moses would come back and that he was being revealed to truths from God himself. And yet we can really relate to that today.
Yeah. So how do you think, modern day, we
Yeah.
wouldn't really, burn up gold and bow down to a golden calf, but some do. So what would be some modern day idols?
Well, idols are really, in this context, idols are anything that you emotionally put energy and effort into that is replacing God in your life. When you're finding validity, when you're finding purpose, when you're finding peace or hope from anything other than God, that really has the potential, if not already, of becoming an idol in your life.
Yeah.
And it's very unconventional sometimes to think about idols in today's culture because we love to have them be a physical thing. Well, I don't have a statue in my house.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I don't bow down to this. I don't look towards the east like other religions. And, we like to justify within Christianity sometimes to think, I don't have an issue with idols. And yet sometimes we can be the biggest... We can be the most naive when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So what are idols? Idols, again, are anything that replace your faith and trust in Jesus himself, in God. And so that can become yourself. We were actually just talking about this in our small group about how sometimes we rely on ourselves, our own ability, our own wisdom to solve problems instead of trusting God. It can become other things that we're proud of. It can become our position. It can become our possessions.
Yeah.
It can become, obviously, as we talked a little about yesterday, we can sometimes struggle with trusting in other religions or in other spiritual things going on instead of the one true God. And so we really should be paused by this commandment and allow God to search our hearts. Allow us to ponder where our allegiance is and what we find that our trust relies in. Is it God? Or are there other things that we go to find the thing that God provides?
As for Talk About It Tuesday, it's important to understand who you have in your life. It's important to have, you're in my life, obviously.
Am I?
Yes.
Who you align yourself with.
Well, also, too, because we can be blinded and we can justify that, we don't have any idols or we don't have any other allegiance. But you know what? There are people in our lives that see things that we don't see.
It's so good.
And so for Talk About It Tuesday, consider that.
Go to a trusted person who knows the Lord and
be that person for another person as well.
Ask those hard questions. Do you see anything in my life that causes you to question? That you think I'm putting too much attention, too much trust. Some of it is our bank account. Some of it's our ability. And it's amazing when those things fall, when we lose our health, when we lose a person, when we lose those things, how we're quickly to feel like our life is out of control. Now, things are hard to lose, but really God alone is who we put our trust in. God alone is who gives us purpose.
Amen.
God alone is where we find peace and joy and all of these things. And so take some time. Talk to someone about that.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you're tuned tomorrow for the Daily Dose
for Spiritual Growth.